Okay, everything should be working, but as some of you guys may know, I now have a laptop, so which means I should hopefully make my videos higher quality and also last at least a bit long, just last longer. This is a forecast for the next several days, and I will be updating the forecast as time does inevitably move on. We are currently looking at the potential for tornadoes, pretty big hail, and damaging wind gusts as time goes on. The most recent event with the Tennessee Kentucky tornadoes, I will try to dive a bit deeper into those, but also the closer weather event this Wednesday, I believe. We will see quite a bit of severe weather as well. Anyways, currently we have a bit of a messy jet stream at about 300 millibars up. This 700. Go ahead and go down to 500 instead. But anyways, so this is currently Monday, which is today. I'm gonna get rid of that. And going into Tuesday, Wednesday, we start to see it shape up at least a little bit more as we do see that low pressure system up here that kind of takes shape going into Wednesday and Thursday, and then eventually this does kind of exit out. But notice how kind of big and thick that jet stream is. It's not. It doesn't have like a very good ejection edge to it, so I don't think we will see any too bad of weather on Wednesday, February 12th, into Thursday, January 13th. But as that goes on, we will see another jet stream strike out here. We will have that low pressure system, and we will have some more severe weather for the deep south on Saturday, February 15th, and maybe into Sunday, February 16th. I will be live on that day as the severe weather looks pretty bad. As this moves on and leaves, we might see another shot back here and get maybe just a little more severe weather. Maybe. And that's about it out of that. Oh, there we go. Saying relative humidity. Let's go to air type. There we go. I'm not used to the laptop. I'm sorry. Anyways, go to dew point. Right now, dew points are very, very low, but as the system ejects off to the east, it will surge moisture upwards into the deep south, like Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi, especially. Now, the dew points will be favorable for to develop thunderstorms. We're looking at 60, low to mid 60s, maybe a few upper 60s here and there, but they're supposed to stay within the 60s. We may not see any 70s unless you really get on the coast. And as that system goes by, we will see relatively drier conditions. But going into Saturday with that other system, the moisture will surge back upwards, and we will see mid to upper 60 dew points from East Texas all the way out to Georgia. And that is where that system, where the Storm Prediction Center does have that 15% hazard risk, which we will get to here in a moment. Where's temperature? There you are. Going into temperature, which I meant to do first technically. Right now, as of around 5:25 p.m., where I'm at recording this video, we do have some relatively mild temperatures in the deep south in the target area, where we do have 60s, upper 50s to low to mid 60s, and maybe a few 70s here and there, closer to the coastal areas. But going into Wednesday, towards the peak of the day, we'll say about. This is a bit of a jump right there, isn't it? Let's go and go back here. Let's go back. There, 15Z. Let's actually go to 18. There we go. We will see 70s. We'll start seeing more 70 degrees out here, degrees Fahrenheit. We'll see way more upper 60s and low to mid 70s, maybe a couple 80s there closer to the coastal areas. Anyways, so as we do see these warmer temperatures that will help the storms produce and get stronger. This first wave, I'm not anticipating very many bigger tornadoes and maybe more of a wind and maybe a bit of hail, but maybe not a lot of hail. As we go into Friday into Saturday, things do seem a bit cooler, but they do warm up into Saturday towards, we'll say about 15Z again. This 18Z, let me go back. Nah, I guess 18Z will work. For towards the height of the day, we will start seeing a lot more warmer temperatures for sure. We'll be seeing a bit more low to upper 70s instead of upper 60s into the low to mid 70s. Definitely some extra 80s in here as well. It looks like mostly towards the west part of the New Orleans, and that does go off into Florida and especially along the coastal areas from East Texas out to Georgia. And going into precipitation, currently nothing much going on right now. We do have a bit of a streak of snow off into the north, just some patchy snow so far. Some rain showers in Oklahoma and Arkansas, maybe some freezing rain there in Arkansas. Rain showers in Texas and Florida, but mostly going into Wednesday is when we start seeing some storms start to blow up here in East Texas into North Louisiana and Alabama. Or, sorry, Mississippi, not Alabama. Alabama and Mississippi. But currently, this is mostly looking like a maybe a bit of a line of thunderstorms rather than several isolated ones. But as that continues moving east, we will see a bunch of snow on the north side of this as well. But as this goes east into Thursday, we could see maybe some isolated severe weather in what looks to be East Tennessee, maybe the Carolinas, and a little bit of Georgia. But as that moves off east, this new system right here, marked with that L, is what will bring the next round of severe weather, which from Saturday, and it does seem like it may be a late night event, which is not good. It looks like late afternoon, evening into overnight hours. This is when we do see these thunderstorms pop up from East Texas all the way, maybe all the way up into Kentucky. We could see severe weather that far north in that big stretch. And as it moves off to the east, it'll continue to kind of move more like out of a squall line and become more of a wind threat. After that, just some snow around out in the Rockies, out here in the east as well. And that should be it here. Yep. Let's go over to the Storm Prediction Center. This is for Wednesday, day 3, valid until Wednesday, February 12th. We do have this level 2 slight risk from kind of east central Louisiana into southern Mississippi and far west Alabama, kind of southwest ish portions there. Probabilistic 15% in that a little slight risk and 5% on the outside of that. Currently, we're anticipating a lower end tornado risk, a more of a 60 to maybe 70 mile per hour wind risk, and quarter sized hail. Currently, the forecast will change quite a bit as time goes on. Going into day 6, where we do have this big 15% hazard risk ranging from East Texas. I'm going to turn cities on. East Texas from around the Lufkin area all the way out to just western Atlanta, Georgia, and this big 15% risk. So far, it is looking like we could see a couple tornadoes, 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gust, and at least quarter sized hail. Now, the forecast, it's so far out, the forecast will obviously change. We will see this change. We could see the 30% chance go up there, which wouldn't surprise me considering everything seems to be in place for maybe a tornado outbreak. We'll keep a very close eye on that. Let's go into the excessive rainfall outlook. Going into day two, we do have this long stretch of a level 2 slight risk ranging from around northeast Austin, Texas, all the way out to northern Alabama. We do have the flash flooding risk with the storms tomorrow, which is, I believe, tomorrow is Tuesday, so February 11th. Day 3, Wednesday. This goes further out into central to northeastern Louisiana, goes all the way out to eastern Tennessee, and just clips the Carolinas. Day 4, slight risk out for big slight risk out here in California, from Los Angeles all the way up to San Francisco and further north. And day 5, we do have that marginal risk there around Los Angeles. California does need the rain because of all the horrible wildfires they've had.